Hi there, this is Tatiana with the Rangers of Wrestling, bringing you your Monday Night Raw review. Alrighty, so Monday night. Oh, before I start, I just want to remind you guys that as always, we are playing bingo. So make sure you keep an eye out for these things. Alright, so Monday Night Raw started off with the returning Miz. He returned to host a Miz TV segment, and he's talked about how he's injured and that he wants to be able to help other superstars. So his special guest was Charlotte. Rhea Ripley interrupts this segment, and then Nikki Cross interrupts, and basically leads to Charlotte versus Nikki Cross for a beat the clock challenge. And Charlotte cannot beat the clock. So Nikki ends up winning. But I don't see this. What does Nikki Cross defeating Rhea Ripley and Charlotte in a beat the clock challenge do for either woman? Like, what does it do for them, honestly? Like, I don't think it does anything for them. What do you guys think of this? Do you guys think it's a good idea for Nikki Cross to defeat both Rhea and Charlotte? Or do you guys think it's just like a filler? Because how is this building towards Charlotte versus Rhea at Hell in a Cell? It's not, honestly. But I would like to hear your comments. Alrighty. Then after that, we had a very funny segment with Matt Riddle and Damian Priest backstage, as Damian Priest was trying to teach Matt Riddle Spanish. Eddie Guerrero was name dropped, hello, which I thought was a nice little tribute there. And then this whole segment leads to Xavier Woods versus Randy Orton. And as you guys know, my channel is called Rangers of Wrestling. And Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods were both dressed as two different variations of Tommy. For those of you who are not too familiar, Tommy was the Green Ranger, the Black Ranger, the White Ranger, the Red Ranger, and the Black Dino Thunder Ranger. So, Kofi Kingston was dressed as the Green Ranger, and Xavier Woods was dressed as the White Ranger. I was marking out so badly. Let me see, making sure that we lose bad by Sunday having, yeah, so that to me made that segment worthwhile. And it would have been even cooler if they came out with Saba and the Dragon Dagger. That would have been epic. I was marking out to the max. But of course, as I've always said, you have to be a fan of both wrestling and Power Rangers to see these types of things. And if you're not, you don't see it, so that to me was a highlight. But going back, so Woods versus Orton. I thought this was a really good match. What did you guys think of Woods versus Orton? CR21 says, Arcade Bro is the best thing on Raw. The Almighty, he says, thinking Randy Orton's new look fits in better. Really? You think it does? You think it fits him a lot better? Okay. So, oh shoot. Like I said, I did like this match. I thought it was a really, really good match. Orton versus Woods. I know there's new, I'm a big Power Rangers fan on that. Sure you are, CR21. Sure you are. Alright, so after this match, we had Shayna Baszler versus Reginald. And it was Shayna Baszler started off dominating Reginald, but then Reginald turned the tables and ended up defeating Shayna Baszler. What are your thoughts on Reginald defeating Shayna Baszler? Oh, but I have to add, a fire bursted out from the ring post. So that keeps happening. Why do you guys think that keeps happening? It's like, is it supposed to lead anywhere? And Reginald defeated Shayna Baszler. Which becoming single star is good. And he's, yeah. CR21 says, my boy Reginald did it. Best thing ever. But why are they allowing Reginald in these intergender matches? I mean, I guess because he's he used to work for Circus Soleil. Alexa Bliss versus Shayna is money. Maybe, yeah. I'll get to that for show, dog. I'll get to that. But I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Reginald defeating Shayna. I mean, it doesn't do anything for Reginald. Sure as hell doesn't do anything for Shayna. Kane is coming back for Reginald. Maybe he is. Maybe he's not. After that, we had Mace and T-Bar versus the Lucha House Party. I saw on Twitter that they were comparing Mace and T-Bar to the Accession. They were calling them Accession 2.0. Do you guys agree with that or no? Because by the looks of it, they kind of are. And I feel, and like, they didn't even do anything with the Accession. They were really good on NXT. They came up to the main roster, and nothing. They got thrown into segments with Breezango, but that still didn't go anywhere for them. Reginald is injured, met 2-1. That's true, CR. That's true. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think Mace and T-Bar are Accession 2.0, or do you guys think that they'll actually do something with them? As for Lucha House Party, like, I don't even know where to start. Only you would know, Sarah. I like Lucha House Party. Oh, that also reminds me too, a couple of weeks ago, Lindsay Dorado was rocking that Dragon's Order title, and nobody seemed to notice besides me. But that's a different story. Shigori saying, "Hey, Ro, thanks for watching Raw, so I don't have to." You're welcome. That's what I'm here for. You guys should be happy. I dedicate 3 hours of my life to watching Monday Night Raw and taking down notes for you guys so that I can review this and you guys don't have to. But honestly, like, this was a quick match. It didn't do anything for me, unfortunately. So we had Sheamus come out to the ring and said he would challenge Humberto Del Carrillo and Ricochet on one-on-one match, both of them. We survived from 3 hours of Raw. Yeah, Shidori says Kofi and Xavier Gear was fine. Of course it was. Hello, because they were the Power Rangers. So Ricochet versus Sheamus was a quick match. Humberto Carrillo comes out and cost Sheamus a match, and then we had Sheamus versus Humberto Carrillo, which was a little longer than Ricochet versus Sheamus, but of course, Ricochet cost Sheamus the match. Where they're going with this, I don't know. I have no idea where they're going with this. What do you guys think they're going with this? CR21 says note checker. Yeah. What do you think they're going with this segment? Honestly. Okay. Then after that, we had Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke versus Naomi and Lana. This unfortunately was my eat dinner match, because that's what I did during this match. I ate dinner, and this match didn't do anything for me. What about you guys? Did you guys even like this match? It says CR21 says, if you're gonna watch anything from Raw, just watch the main event. It's more time than other things that happen on Raw. He also says Sheamus versus Ricochet versus Humberto at Hell in a Cell. I can see that for the United States title. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that happening. But Mansoor appeared tonight for the first time in weeks, and he was in the match with Sheamus. So they just threw him to the side, and he had a backstage segment with Ali, telling him that he basically can't trust anybody. Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke's gear was the best part of the match. Of course, you'd say that. Alright, then after that, we got a very quick match between Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. Cedric Alexander basically gave Shelton Benjamin a thumb to the eye, and the match was pretty much over. So, how many times is that Shelton and Cedric has fought? I think it's 4 times now that they fought, and what's the whole point of this? It's about time I made an appearance. Yeah. I don't know where they're going with Cedric Alexander versus Shelton Benjamin. What do you guys think? Do you think it's going to lead to a Hell in a Cell match? They need to end this rivalry and have them move on to other stuff. But then again, if they move on to other stuff, they're probably just going to get lost in the shuffle, unfortunately. Cedric Alexander versus Shelton Benjamin happened. I missed that. Thanks for telling that happened. Yeah, you're welcome. It was a very quick match. You probably blinked and you missed it. Mansoor versus Ali should be good. Yeah, it should be if they actually let them go. How was Jimmy Smith on commentary? I thought he was okay. He wasn't too bad. Okay, so then after that, we get the Raw Tag Team title match between AJ Styles and Almost versus Elias and Jackson Ryder. So before the match, Elias said to Jackson Ryder that he needs to get in the zone. But then the match was okay. It was a good match. Of course, they keep building Almost as a monster. Hi, Steve. So I like that. I like the fact that they are. How do you guys feel about that? That they're building Almost as a monster. I think that's really good on their part. As long as they continue to do that and they don't, make him a joke. Way better than Virk, and he sounds better than he did in Bajan Bird's accent. Wow. All right. Um, they were trying to isolate AJ Styles, which worked at first. But then during the match, towards the end of the match, Riker went in to tag Elias, and Elias basically bailed. He left them there to be dominated by Almost. So, what do you guys think they're going with this? Think they're going to split up Elias and Riker now? Or you guys think this is them? Hold on, you guys. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I apologize about that. As always, like I said, that's why we play bingo here because of that. So, like I was saying, even though I don't watch Raw, I make sure I watch the RKO. That's true. All right, so for the main event, it was Kofi Kingston versus Drew McIntyre. It was a good main event. You got bingo, CR21? Really? Which ones did you get? I want to know which ones you get. If you did get bingo, I'll give you guys a shout out on my next video. Because, in my stream, if I don't leave my stream, I'm always getting interrupted. You hear fire alarm, you hear the police sirens, you hear all this stuff on my stream. So, instead of taking it as a negative, turn it into a positive, and we'll play bingo. We'll make a game out of it. So, I hope you guys are enjoying the game anyways. I hope it's fun for you guys, like it is for me. I think it's fun. I get a kick out of it. So, anywho, like I was saying, it was Drew McIntyre versus Kofi Kingston in the main event. Again, Kofi Kingston rocking that Green Ranger attire. And Corey Graves even name dropped the Dragon Sword, saying that Kofi Kingston ditched the Dragon Sword in favor of a real life dragon, which he was referring to for Drew McIntyre. So, I thought this was a really great match. Very excellent. Start to finish. The ending, though, getting Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley again at Hell in a Cell. As CR21 says, can I count what happened last night with this show? Would have bingo by now. If you want. Okay, CR. Yes, I'll let you count it. And if you tell me which ones you got, I'll give you a shout out on my next video, on my next stream. Next stream, not video, stream. And I felt like the main event was good. I just don't want to see Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley again. I mean, if McIntyre is not going to win, what's the point? Like, they need to move on from this feud. Yeah, and at least we got a clean finish and no outside interference whatsoever. It's just, again, why are they doing this to us? Needless to say, the highlights of this episode, aside from Woods versus Orton, was of course Woods and Kingston versus rocking that Power Ranger attire. Social Dog says it should have been Kofi versus Bobby. I agree, it should have been Kofi versus Bobby. I don't know why they gave us Bobby versus Drew again, but I guess it is what it is. If I have to give this Raw a rating, I'd give it a 2.5, just because McIntyre won. And we've seen that so many times already. What else? I could be. I'm not looking for a co-host right now. I'm not. I already have. I apologize for my dog. Remember to keep an eye out for these bingo things. See, my dogs are just barking, so that's one. You get the free. All right, CR21, did you get bingo? Did anybody get bingo now? Someone called and I heard the police. I heard a car and it turned off the camera. Forgot to unmute yourself, the dog. You left your own stream. Bingo. Okay, CR21. I'll give you a shout out on my next stream. Okay. So, see, CR21 just won bingo. So you guys have to watch out for those things because they happen all the time on my stream. They don't. So, if you guys look at your notes and TV background also. Yeah, that's true. All right. So that being said, I give this Raw a 2.5 just because of the main event ending with McIntyre winning. Let's getting McIntyre versus Lashley again. Again, Kofi Kingston versus and Xavier Woods rocking that Power Rangers attire. Definitely the best part of Monday Night Raw. Also, my meet and greet vlog with the Lucha Brothers and Thunder Rosa's finally finished. That's coming out on Wednesday. And if you haven't done so, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And make sure you hit that bell so you get notified whenever I go live. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye, everybody.